Hello and welcome to our reflections for Tuesday. I've just visited the machine behind me to get some money out. That's the way in which we do banking these days. Do you remember when they used to have cheques and things like that? And branches as well. Just over the road, if I turn round, that's where the bank used to be. Times change, don't they? I seem like I'm a really old person saying things like that. But things, they're changing. It was different 2,000 years ago, and our reading today is about banking, I suppose. It's that famous passage from Acts chapter 4 where the early Christians just pooled their resources. Some people think it was an early form of communism, but it wasn't a system as such. It was just a generosity, a community experience, where they recognised that they were all in it together, and possessions didn't really matter that much compared to doing the right thing with all that God was blessing them with. And then there was another story in Acts chapter 5. It's a story of the way in which two people who had been blessed with possessions were caught out, not being ungenerous, but being dishonest. There had been examples like that of Barnabas, of those who had sold land and property and shared the assets that were accrued by putting them at the disciples' disposal. But Ananias and Sapphira, when they sold land, kept some of it back. They weren't really criticised for that. Generosity is not something that we're compelled to take part in. They did give some of the money over, but they claimed that they had given it all over, and that was the problem. You may remember the story in Acts 5 and the way in which it resulted in a very bad outcome for them. So today, I don't really want to talk about money or about giving, though we need to get that right, of course we do. To talk about being honest, about being real before God and one another, about the blessings we have, and about how much we're prepared to be generous. Maybe this is a challenge to all of us. It certainly is to me. So read those stories, the end of Acts 4, the beginning of Acts 5. What might they be saying to you? God bless.